Welcome to Ball and Ballers. Got another show lined up for you today. And today we're going to discuss Man City versus Man United at the Etihad Stadium tomorrow. 4:30 kickoff. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So every time I do a video, you'll get a notification and you can watch it. Also, apologies for looking so rough. I'm trying to get into my barbers, but if I can't get into my barbers this week again, I'm just gonna have to cheat on my barber. You know what they say, never cheat on your barber. I'm gonna have to cheat on my barber because I can't go another week like this. So let's discuss the game. This is probably a must-win game for both teams. Definitely a must-win game for both teams, especially for Man City after coming up with 2 losses back to back. We won the last game and Oli Justo 3-2. Fernandes penalty in the last minute. And also, we drew against Fulham. I'm not even going to talk about Grimsby, but yeah, that's our last 2 league games. So it's a must-win for both teams, and especially us, as we probably going to hit the top 7, top 8, judging by today's results so far. Depending on how many goals we score as well. And that's the most important bit. Man City can stay down the bottom. Don't really care about them. But going into the game, though, both teams have coming up with a lot of injuries. So you've got the Man City injuries being Omar Mamouche, who has picked up a knee injury when he was away with Egypt. So he'll be out for a few weeks, which is a big blow for Man City, but happy times for us. Josh Jones is a doubt. He pulled out of the national squad with a muscle injury. Ryan Shirky, that's another one. That's out. He was signed in the summer, and he could be up to 2 months with a thigh injury. You got Nuri, who's the left back, who's out with an ankle injury. So there is quite a lot of injuries for Man City. There's also Kovacic. Achilles surgery, I think he had. But he could be back in next month. So they've got mainly 5 players out. There are other players like Vardiol, Savino, Rico Lewis, and Kusanov. Kusanov, I think that's what you say. Kusanov. They could potentially be back, but they're pretty much 9 players out from tomorrow's game. Whereas for us, we've got a couple of injuries of ourselves to worry about. We've got Mateus Cunha out. Suspected hamstring injury, but he's back in practice. But that's a major loss, I guess, to us. And nothing much we can do about it. Mason Mount's out as well. He went off against Burnley. So he's not fit. Dallo picked up an injury as well, a muscle injury on international duty. And Martinez has been out since February, but he's returned to light training, so I doubt he's going to be starting either. So I'm going to go over the team and what team that I think we're going to pick for tomorrow. As you're aware, Amorim was already stated Bayindir is going to be in goal, which I'm not happy about, but throwing somebody into the deep end ain't really the best solution. So let me get where I think the team's going to be for tomorrow's game. Bollocks. Okay, give me a sec. Let me just sort this out. I had it all set up, and then all of a sudden it's just... And done. Boom. There we are. So this is what I think the team's going to be tomorrow. So I've gone with Bayindir in goal, which Amorim said was potentially going to be the starter. I've got Shaw, De Ligt, Euro as a back 3. I doubt that's going to change, but they are a back 3, and I've got them in there. Now this was a tough bit. I didn't know who to put in midfield with Cunha being out and Mount being out. So I've gone with potentially the team that I want, which will probably be Mainu and Casemiro in midfield. I put Dorgu on the left and Diallo on the right. And I've got Fernandez in the number 10 with Mbumo. And I've got Sesko up front. So that's the team that I've potentially gone with. However, it could all change. The team that I think Amorim will probably pick, he'll probably take Mainu out, keep him on the bench. So that's there. He's going to probably stick Fernandez back here. Move him over. That's what I reckon what's going to happen. And Mbumo's probably going to be there. Ahmad. If Mbumo goes along there and then Ahmad can come into there. Potentially. And then Mazraoui probably going here. That's one of the things that I went with. There's another one that I went with as well where Diallo can play there. And Mbumo goes back here. And Xerxes in the number 10 position there. So that was another one I went with, especially with Xerxes holder play. Sesko I've put up front. And I am hoping he starts. If he doesn't start tomorrow, then there seems to be an issue with Amorim and not the player, because he played both international games. It can't be his fitness. So it's something, it must be an issue with Amorim. Maybe Amorim doesn't think he's ready to play. Maybe Amorim doesn't think he's fit the system. Maybe he didn't choose to go in for Sesko. Could be a lot of issues, but Sesko needs to start. And that's what I'm hearing everywhere, that Sesko does need to start. So potentially it could be this team, or Ahmad could be replaced by Mazraoui. And so it could be there's quite a few scenarios, but if I had to pick, it would probably be this team that Amorim will go with. He'll probably keep Fernandez, Casemiro in the middle, Dorgu on the left, Diallo on the right, and bring in Xerxes to replace Cunha and keep putting Sesko up front. Now, that's the team that I've gone with. It may not be accurate. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. And now my score prediction. With all the injuries leading up to the game from both teams, but more so Man City and the amount of space they've left open in the last two games, I feel like we can take this game 2-1. So my prediction is Man United 2-1. And it'll be a good game to watch. I am definitely going to watch it. And I am hoping we win. We don't make any sloppy, silly mistakes. And I'm hoping Amorim does start Sesko. Although I would have loved to see Lemons start in goal as well. But Lemons isn't starting in goal tomorrow, as confirmed by Amorim. So, yeah, that is what I went with. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And here's to tomorrow, and here's to victory, hopefully. And I'll see you later.